What is up? This is your LA in a Minute, and today is July 21st, 4 years to the day of the passing of Jonathan Gold, probably best known as the only food writer ever to win a Pulitzer Prize. However, for me and many people in Los Angeles, what Jonathan Gold did was open the door to cultures and communities, tying the fabric of Los Angeles together through his writing. Now, on the surface, his writing was about restaurants and food, but his stories were about the people and most of all, this city that he loved so much. I want to talk about the life of Jonathan Gold, so let's get into it. In 1982, while studying art and music at UCLA, Gold began working at the LA Weekly as a proofreader. The LA Weekly is where he met his future wife, Lori Ochoa, who would have a huge impact on his career. Almost as impactful, that same year he said he only had one clearly articulated ambition: to eat at least once at every restaurant on Pico Boulevard, starting with the fried yucca dish served at a pupuseria near downtown, and working methodically westward towards the chili fries at Tom's near the beach. In the mid-'80s, Gold had worked his way up from proofreader to staff writer to eventually music editor at the LA Weekly. He covered the early days of gangsta rap, including a landmark piece on NWA, which catapulted the group to mainstream recognition. In 1986, with the reluctant support of LA Weekly founder Jay Levin, Gold started his first food column, Counterintelligence, reviewing under-the-radar restaurants in ethnic neighborhoods of Los Angeles. By the early 1990s, Gold was being recognized not only in Los Angeles, but nationally. His 1992 clear-eyed prose about the LA uprising in the LA Weekly is raw, powerful, and revered to this day. In the 90s, Gold's popularity began to explode as he moved over, along with his column, to the LA Times. He still continued to write pieces for Los Angeles Magazine, as well as music stories for Blender, Spin, Details, and Rolling Stone. In 1999, he moved from LA to New York City to become a restaurant critic for Gourmet magazine. In 2001, as his wife Ochoa was named editor of the LA Weekly, Gold moved back to Los Angeles and published his popular annual Best Restaurants list, Jonathan Gold's 99 Essential LA Restaurants. In 2007, Gold became the first food writer to win the Pulitzer Prize. In 2012, just as LA's restaurant scene was finally getting its overdue recognition, Gold came back to the LA Times to resurrect their food section and put out his 101 Best Restaurants list, indispensable reading for LA cuisine fans. Over his career, he won 9 James Beard Awards for his writing. Anthony Bourdain described him as the first guy to change the focus from white tablecloth restaurants to cool little places in strip malls. He was the feature of a documentary called City of Gold, which premiered at Sundance in 2015. On July 21st, 2018, Gold passed away of pancreatic cancer. His remains were interred at Hollywood Forever Cemetery with the epitaph, Tacos Forever. A week later, on what would have been his 58th birthday, LA buildings and landmarks were lit up in gold in his honor. Jonathan Gold is missed, but his writing lives on in this book, Counterintelligence, and all his columns. All right, LA, it's been a minute.